Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I will be presenting to you on the topic of cyber attacks and how to protect yourselves in the digital age. As technology increasingly impacts our everyday lives, it is imperative to be aware of the potential dangers of cybercrime and how to safeguard ourselves against them. This presentation will provide you with the knowledge and tools to ensure your data is secure and you are better protected from cyber threats. Cyber attacks pose a significant risk to individuals and organizations in the digital era. From the theft of confidential data to the disruption of essential facilities, the impacts can be catastrophic. To reduce the chances of facing such threats, it is essential to be mindful of online security. Gurukul Universal provides the relevant knowledge and materials to protect digital belongings and shield against cyber attacks. We will review useful procedures to stay secure and keep updated on the newest cyber safety trends. Let us take action to ensure the security of yourself and your digital presence. Cyber attacks pose a major risk to our digital security. These malicious activities come in a variety of forms, such as malware, phishing, DOS, and more. Malware can be distributed through emails, websites, or USB drives. Phishing involves fake emails or web pages to deceive users into surrendering confidential information. DOS attacks can clog up websites or networks with heavy traffic, stopping them from functioning properly. To stay safe, one must first become aware of the risks of cyber attacks. It is also important to implement good security practices, such as creating strong passwords and regularly updating systems. In the end, it is essential to remember that the best line of defense is an effective offense when it comes to cybersecurity. Cyber attacks are an increasingly common problem in our digital era. Examples of such attacks include phishing and malware attacks. Phishing typically involves sending out fraudulent emails or messages to try and trick people into sharing confidential data. Malware attacks, on the other hand, involve the use of malicious software to harm or take control of a computer system. It is possible to spread malware via email attachments, infected websites, or even through physical devices. It is important to understand the risks and take measures to protect yourself against possible cyber attacks. Cyber attacks are a serious issue that can affect anyone. Companies can suffer immense losses, up to $200,000 per attack, while individuals are more at risk of identity theft, which can have devastating consequences for their finances and credit score. To reduce the risk of being affected, it is essential to take steps to stay secure online. Cyber attacks can cause immense damage. From identity theft to financial loss and data theft, these malicious acts can have serious repercussions. To safeguard our personal information, it is essential to take proactive steps to combat any potential cybercrime. From credit card fraud to ransomware attacks, malicious actors are constantly on the lookout for ways to pilfer money. Hence, it is imperative to take the necessary steps to protect our data and finances from these cyber attacks in this digital age. Cyber attacks have become increasingly dangerous in the digital world. To protect yourself, create a strong password with a mix of characters, numbers, and symbols that is at least 12 characters in length. Keep software updated to take advantage of security updates, and always be aware of phishing scams and suspicious links. When possible, avoid using public Wi-Fi networks. Following these tips and taking a proactive stance in your own protection will decrease the chances of a cyber attack. Although no one is immune to threats, staying vigilant is the best way to help keep yourself safe. Cybercrime is an increasingly prevalent issue in our digital world. To protect ourselves, password security should be taken seriously. Creating a strong password should involve a combination of upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters. It is best to avoid using easily guessable information such as birthdays or names. It is also a good idea to use different passwords for each account and to change them regularly. Password management can be a hassle, but tools like password managers and two-factor authentication can make it easier and more secure. With thoughtful password security, we can confidently protect our accounts and personal information from cybercrime. Software updates are an important way to keep yourself safe from cyber attacks. Updating your operating system, applications, antivirus, and other security software will help to recognize and prevent new threats. Consistently monitoring for updates and installing them when they become available can protect your computer from external threats, which is particularly important in the digital age. Being aware of the potential for phishing emails when using the internet is essential. These emails can look like they are from a reputable organization such as a bank or social media site and try to get you to click on a link or provide your login credentials. In actual fact, these links usually direct you to fake websites and may be used to steal your data. To protect yourself, never click on links or download any attachments from unknown sources. Also, if you get an email with requests for personal information or with urgent or threatening language, check by going directly to the website in question to ascertain if the requests are legitimate. Being safe online starts with taking the appropriate measures to prevent cyber attacks. In order to protect yourself online from cyber attacks, it is important to understand and employ safe browsing methods. Avoid suspicious websites, which are often characterized by pop-ups and ads or web pages asking for personal information. Using ad blockers can reduce the risk of downloading malware from advertisements. When clicking on links, always check the source and hover over the link to make sure that you are not visiting a malicious website or downloading any harmful software onto your device. Cyber safety is a priority at Gurukul Universal. As the digital era advances, so do the possibilities of cyber attacks. When using social media, be aware of the data you share. Do not provide personal information such as your full name, address, phone numbers, or financial information. Be watchful of dubious links and messages from unrecognized people, as they could possibly be attempts to install malware on your device or take your login credentials. By staying vigilant and applying these straightforward precautions, you can safeguard yourself online and benefit from social media in a secure way. In an age that is becoming increasingly digital, more and more activities are taking place online. This can leave us vulnerable to cyber attacks. To ensure safety, it is essential to protect our mobile devices such as smartphones and tablets by using strong and unique passcodes and by avoiding connecting to unsecured Wi-Fi networks. If connecting to a Wi-Fi network, be sure to verify that it is secured with a password and that it is a network that can be trusted. Following the steps above can help to remain safe and secure in this digital age. Cyber attacks are becoming an ever-increasing threat to businesses due to the growing amount of data they store digitally. Protecting this data is critical for any business, and there are a few steps that can be taken to do this. Firewalls offer a first line of defense, acting as a security filter that blocks any malicious traffic. Additionally, educating employees on the safe practices surrounding online activities such as avoiding suspicious emails and websites can also help to protect businesses from cyber attacks. Taking these simple steps can help businesses ensure their digital data is secure. Cyber attacks can cause significant damage, financially and emotionally. Cyber insurance provides protection against incurring financial losses, for example, due to data breaches, cyber extortion and loss of income. It also offers assurance that, in the event of a cyber attack, one may be able to mitigate losses. Before selecting a policy, it is essential to thoroughly research and understand it, to ensure it meets our needs. If you become a victim of a cyber attack, it's essential to act promptly and implement the required measures to ensure your security. Notify the applicable entities, such as your banking or credit card company, to help you cancel any compromised accounts and avoid further harm. It is also necessary to take steps to secure your other accounts by changing your passwords and enabling two-factor authentication. Remain aware and vigilantly monitor your accounts for any dubious activity. In some instances, professional assistance from a cybersecurity expert may be necessary to completely recover from the attack. Don't delay. Take decisive action to shield yourself in the digital realm. The need for cybersecurity professionals continues to grow as technology advances and cyberattacks become more frequent and sophisticated. With that comes a wide range of opportunities, from ethical hacking and digital forensics to positions such as security analyst, network administrator, and information security manager. To help aspiring cybersecurity experts start a career in this field, many companies offer internships and apprenticeships. Don't miss your chance to become part of the ever-growing cybersecurity industry. With the rapidly advancing technology of today, understanding and practicing cybersecurity is no longer an option, but a requirement. It is important for individuals and businesses to know how to protect themselves from cyber threats and data breaches. To do so, there are a number of sources that can be used, ranging from online courses and certifications, to workshops, books and articles. It is important to keep up to date with the latest trends and best practices in cybersecurity to guarantee the safety of ourselves and our information. Therefore, it is of utmost importance that we stay informed and proactive on matters of cybersecurity. With technology continuously advancing, methods of cyber attack are also changing. As such, the future of cybersecurity is complex and will require us to prepare for and accept the potential risks. As malicious parties begin to utilize artificial intelligence for more sophisticated attacks, the growing connectivity of devices that form the Internet of Things could leave us vulnerable to hacking. Nevertheless, we must also be aware of the advanced technologies that can protect us from cybercrime, such as blockchain technology to bolster data security. To maintain the highest level of security, we must stay alert in this digital age. Cybersecurity laws and regulations are necessary for effective protection against cyber threats. Such legislation can differ from country to country and region to region, but generally, they impose requirements on companies and organizations to safeguard their data and fend off unauthorized access. For instance, the European Union's General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, mandates that companies must secure prior consent for collecting any kind of personal data and inform individuals in the case their data sustains damage or gets infiltrated. Meanwhile, the United States has various federal laws, such as the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, CFAA, and the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, HIPAA. The CFAA makes it illegal to access a computer unlawfully or exceed authorized access, and HIPAA enforces specifications to keep sensitive health information securely. Cybersecurity is a critical issue in the modern digital world. Fortunately, there are several organizations and agencies devoted to shielding individuals and businesses from cyber assaults. The Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, CISA, an agency of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, is one of the well-known ones. Their mission is to combat existing dangers and collaborate to reinforce future infrastructure security. The National Institute of Standards and Technology, NIST, also supplies guidance and standards for cybersecurity best practices to aid businesses and government bodies with their security and consistency. I hope my presentation has been useful, and thank you for your attention.